Hello and welcome. The Victoria sandwich is that well-known tea time treat. It's a light, airy cake with jam and buttercream sandwiched in the middle. It's easy enough to make, but the challenge comes when you attempt to make it vegan or gluten-free. And in this recipe we've gone for both gluten-free and vegan. The flour blend that you use makes a big difference, so this is just to show you what I've used. As you can see, this blend contains xanthum gum, which gives the elasticity to the flours that don't contain natural gluten. So to start with, preheat the oven to 355 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 180 degrees Celsius. And then sift 2 cups of the gluten-free flour and 2/3 of a cup of granulated sugar into a bowl. And then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 2 teaspoons of bicarbonate of soda or baking soda. And then to that, add a pinch of salt. And then whisk together to make sure everything's combined. And then in a separate bowl we're mixing together the wet ingredients. So 3½ tablespoons of vegetable oil, and then 1 1/3 cup of non-dairy milk, and I've used oat milk here. Then 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And whisk everything together. The next step now is to mix all the wet ingredients together with the dry ingredients. Continue to whisk the ingredients together until you have a smooth cake batter. And then divide and pour in the batter between 2 greased cake tins. And then bake in a preheated oven for about 30 minutes or so. When the cakes are ready, this should be a golden brown colour on top and feel springy to the touch. And if you're unsure, use a toothpick to check. If it comes out clean, the cakes are ready. And remove the cakes out of the tins as soon as you can and allow them to cool, and to avoid them getting soggy. And while the cakes cool, it's a good time to prepare the buttercream filling. So into a deep bowl add in 1 1/2 cups of powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/2 cup of dairy-free spread or butter. And we cream all of these together using a hand mixer. Continue to mix for a few minutes, and by the end of it you should have a beautifully creamy and fluffy filling. And this is the final stage when we do the assembly and put everything together. Let's pop one of the sponge cakes onto a flat plate and cover it with jam. And for the next sponge cake, we spread buttercream onto it. The reason we apply the filling onto each separate sponge is because the jam and the buttercream will run into each other and the end result will be a messy looking filling. So to avoid that, we do this separately. And then taking care, we place one cake on top of the other with the jam and buttercream sandwiched in the middle. And then to finish off our cake, a light dusting of powdered sugar. If you are after a vegan and gluten-free Victoria sponge recipe, I hope you found this video useful. Do subscribe if you want to catch my weekly videos, and thank you for watching.